If you're watching this right now, it means that you're about to see how the first 3 weeks of my startup had worked out for me. Today's the first day that I'm physically moving anything. Everything I've done so far has been primarily paperwork, back-end legal stuff, boring database configuration nonsense. Nothing really incredibly tangible. So right now, I came to the office. My now former partner and I were supposed to have a meeting with our attorney to arbitrate and sort of go over some of the fine points of the buyout offer. So what's happening right now, for anyone that's not familiar with the situation, I am buying out my partner. The reason that I'm doing that is because I need to make sure that these old debts get paid, and the only way that I can ensure that they get paid is by buying out my former partner. Otherwise, I have these debts personally guaranteed, and there's no guarantee that they're going to get paid. And I can't afford to risk losing my house over something that can be taken care of in a couple months. So I'm excited about this fresh start. I know that this office seems tiny, just this room, but it's about 12 hours later since I filmed that last portion, and I'm finally done packing everything up. And this is a little bit bittersweet to see it like this, but this is what we have here. One beige chair. We have this desk, which I am still taking with me to the new office. I just can't fit it in my car. This black chair, it's pretty ripped up, but I still kind of like it. Maybe it's like sentimental value. I've got a note for my former partner here explaining that I would still like to take the desk and that I wired the office and it's good to go. And then some stuff that I'm leaving him. So the office is all packed up. I somehow managed to fit everything into my car, which is amazing in itself. And this is the most insane game of real-life Tetris I've ever played. Every square inch of this car is packed up. I don't even know a good way to show it to you. It's so dark back here. The entire trunk, the entire back seat. The only place that there's a little bit of room is right here in the driver's seat. And then in the passenger seat, I've got stuff that can't sit out in the car because it's stuff that just can't sit out in the car. So besides that, this entire Subaru is packed. And this is one of those crossovers, not just a little car. It's more like an SUV. But I was able to fit pretty much my entire office in here. So I am at the new office right now, and I'm waiting for the Verizon install guy to show up here. But one thing that I am absolutely thrilled about right now is that this office is bigger than I remember, and it has one extra manager office that I didn't realize was in here. So let's give you guys a look of the office. This will be the collection floor right here. There's this office, which will probably be a break room just because of how small it is and its proximity to the sink. We have this office right here, which I think what I'm going to use it for is to be sort of a top collector office. Make it like a prize. Top collector gets to work out of this office next month. You know, that type of thing. I think that would be very motivational for the right type of collector. And then all the way down at the end here, we have the corner office. I like it. It's a lot bigger than my last office was. Now I have to unpack my car and fill this office up. And I'm gonna get that done. Hopefully I can get the cubicles in here today and get this to actually start looking like an office. Right now, we have the office packed with stuff. The cubicles are going to be delivered Monday morning, and I have 2 or 3 people starting with me. It's hard to know if that third person is gonna start, but we'll find out pretty soon. We're not really gonna be able to have a really productive day on Monday, but I'm still going to see if I can get the staff here just to help me finish setting up, because I haven't had a day off in well over a month now, and I've been working at least 12 hours a day every day for the last month straight, and I am beyond burnt out. I'm going to try to take the rest of the day off today. I'm going to hopefully take tomorrow off, and then Monday I'll deal with this. So it's now several hours later, and I was planning on going home to relax, but instead I ended up unpacking and setting some stuff up. What I did was I unpacked everything, put everything around the perimeter of the office so we can get the cubicles put in on Monday. So now I can give you a better idea of what's actually in here. Right there, that is basically just my computer. It's a quick little workstation I set up because I had to hop online and get a couple things done. I've got this printer. I absolutely love that printer. I haven't used it yet, but I've had the lesser model of the same printer at my other office, and that thing is a straight up workhorse. So I'm thrilled about this. Now this right here might look like an iMac, but it has Windows on it, and I upgraded the RAM, so it has 4 gigs of RAM, but I think that only 3 gigs are actually usable, and it has Windows 10. That was very difficult to do. It was very difficult to find the drivers, so I'm not actually going to use this keyboard with it. I'm going to use one of these keyboards. We have this computer. It's a Dell all-in-one, and then these two are HP all-in-ones. Each of these 3 was about $100 each, and what I'm going to probably do is expand the RAM in those 2 HPs because the RAM is expandable from 4 gigs to 8 gigs. I have a Lenovo ThinkPad here. Although this laptop looks like it's the oldest computer here, I'm sure that the Apple actually is, but it looks old. It even has this little thing right here. But this computer actually has 8 gigs of RAM. I upgraded it, and I'm thrilled with the results. It's a little bit small, but this thing is excellent. So right now in this office, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 computers. One of them is mine. The other 5 are going to be for collectors. I'm really happy with what I'm starting out with here. It's enough to be not only functional, but to probably operate wirelessly without too many hiccups. Alright guys, so today is Friday. It's the end of the day on Friday, probably like 9 o'clock. I can't see my watch right now. It's been almost a full week since the last time I updated you guys on what was going on here. So I'm going to show you around now that we're a little bit more established. I'm sure you can see right here, we have all this garbage laying around, and the reason for that is because I just found out the other day there's no dumpster here, and just like the outdoor lawn care, the indoor maintenance, the gas, the electric, the maintenance on the roof for the air conditioning unit, I need to contact the dumpster company and have them bring a dumpster here and drop it off. As you can see, we got the cubicles installed. What this is this is actually a very nice and very expensive cubicle set. So this desk over here, that belongs to Danny. He's like my administrative assistant. He also makes outbound calls when there's no administrative work to do. This spot with these computers right here, this is my spot. I'd rather be out here and see what's going on and help build morale. And I'm really enjoying being out on the floor right now. I have a TV over here. And although there is a controller there that's not for video games, that's actually for controlling the streaming device so that I can cast my computer screen onto the TV for training. This printer / fax machine scanner combo, this needs to be moved into a different office because it doesn't reach the phone line here, so I can't use the actual fax machine part of it. But that's okay, I'll get around to that eventually. We put up some boards so we could track the money. Today was a Friday. You see my name's on the board because I actually took some calls after everyone left because they all left hours and hours ago, and I've been here trying to catch up on paperwork. And we have a new collector that'll be starting Monday right at this desk over here on the Apple computer, on the iMac. Now, if you can follow me into this office, or this hallway, this was what I thought we were going to use as our kitchen area, for lack of a better term. This little refrigerator here has lasted me quite some time, but it is tiny. I mean, you can fit a 4-pack of Red Bull in there. The Red Bull is mine, the Monster's Danny's. If we go all the way back to my office, You can see it's still not set up yet because I don't want to lock myself away in the office. I want to be out on the floor. I want to be involved with whatever's going on out there. I want to help build morale. I want to be part of the team. I am absolutely thrilled with how this place is turning out. It's not much, but it's so much nicer than it was just a few days ago. This is my office, and this is my trash. So it's late at night right now on Saturday. I've been at the office all day. I know that none of you are going to be as excited as I am about this stuff, but I want to show you a few more improvements that I've made. I mounted the television. I put some conduit on the walls, just like I did over here. I mounted the bracket on the patch panel. Got a camera installed right there to watch the door. I'm probably going to remount that somewhere else. It's looking pretty nice. Just much more clean, much more professional. I stocked up on supplies. And the other rooms are looking a little bit nicer too. But I'm about to be out the door, and I just wanted to do a quick update before I leave. I'm going to show you a little bit around the office, what's happened in the last few weeks, because it's been about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks since I filmed anything here. So first and foremost, I want to show you my office. This is it. Now, if you didn't catch the tone, that was a little bit ironic. I haven't done anything in here except for straighten that desk out so it's not up against that wall anymore. And I really just did this so that I can interview people. And if I'm going to do that, I have to expect them to be okay with the disaster in here. This is what we have for the break room so far. There is a fridge. It's a very small fridge. If I stand next to it, you can see. It's not like a mini fridge, but it's a fridge. We don't have any tables in here, but we have a microwave. And those may be tables someday, but they're not yet. The floor of the office, the exciting part. This is what we have. This probably looks the same as before. We've got the printer copier station right here. We've got 2 empty workstations. We have another 2 empty workstations, with the exception being that we have a computer at that one that's actually functional and ready to go, and we have a seat there. And then we have Kiana's desk right here. So for the month, as you can see here, he has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27 right party call-ins. So he has generated 27 debtors on the phone that then got to speak with a collector. And then finally, I have this computer, which was my old computer. I'm cleaning it off so that a new hire can use it. It's not a bad computer, it's outdated. Computers get outdated very quickly. So then we have the TV mounted on the wall. I've got a Roku here. I wouldn't stand underneath it because it's not the most solid mount job ever. We have a bag of garbage because despite having been here for about 3 weeks now, I still haven't gotten them to bring a garbage bin out here. My temporary solution is to take the garbage with me when I leave at the end of the day. Just make sure the door is locked. Okay, we're good. Over there is a dumpster where I'm about to run this over. And I sort of like to wait until it's dark because I'm sure that they wouldn't appreciate this. But that dumpster is so huge and there's so little trash in there at any given time. I'd be quick and covert and then get the hell out of here. Ugh. Quick, 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 before someone sees you. We make our getaway. So like I said, I didn't get into the financial part of this, which I'm sure is what a lot of you were actually interested in. I'm going to make another video on that very soon, as in within the next few days. I'm going to have some bank statements. I'm going to actually show what everything cost, how much money has come in versus how much money has gone out, because I know that that's what most of you are actually interested in. But I hope you've enjoyed seeing how the office has come together over the course of the first 3 weeks. I'm still at 2 employees right now. Hopefully that'll change soon. Interviewing has not been going well. People just aren't showing up to the interviews. The people who are showing up aren't the applicants that I'm looking for, to put it diplomatically. So that's about it. I'm going to keep you guys updated, and I appreciate you watching the video. Please let me know what you think. Let me know anything that you want me to include in the next video, any specific questions that you have about the startup process, because right now everything is running pretty smooth. The only complaint that I have at the moment is that I don't have a large enough staff, but besides that, I couldn't be happier with the office right now. Let me know what questions you have for the next video, and thank you for watching.